Yo, what's up guys, and this is the first video of my second YouTube channel, the FN. I come from Trucks FN, that's my main channel, and today I'm going to make a video ranking every single weapon from Season 0, and item, and basically everything. Yeah, no weapons this time. Anyways, it's kind of straightforward. Everything that was released from September 12th to October 25th, 2017. Anyways, without further ado, let's get into this. Oh yeah, before we start, I just have to note one thing. When I talk about these weapons, I'm not talking about the state of them right now. I'm talking about the state of them as of Season 0. Okay, so starting off at 33rd place is a semi-auto sniper. Yeah, it was that bad because I only did like 40 damage back then per shot. So that means to take around 6 or 5 shots to kill someone, and that's really terrible, so that's why too. Also, we have to consider the fact that I had a DPS of 50, which is the lowest ever for any gun. At 32nd, it's a semi-auto pistol, and first this thing was semi-automatic, which was kind of mid. Also, considering the fact that it's a pistol, so we're only going to pick it up in the early game and then just drop it the second we find an assault rifle. So yeah, that's why too. Next up at 31st place is the Scoped AR, and this thing is really bad. First, it has like a fire rate of like 2 or 3, and it also does 24 damage. Even though it has a scope and you can use it from long ranges, it's still kind of bad because that's the only thing you can use it for. And we have snipers in the game, so yeah, that's why too. It's very useless. Next up at 30th place, you might be confused with me on this one, but it's the heavy ammo, and I don't even know how you rank heavy ammo, but today I'm just gonna rank it depending on which weapons it was used with. So basically the only weapons that use heavy ammo were the bolt, which was kind of good, but then the semi-auto, which is actually the worst weapon ever. Well, only as of Season 1, well 0. And yeah, that's why heavy ammo comes here. At 29th is the submachine gun. Well, not the P90 and the MP5 looking all ones. It's the one from like Season 1, the OG one. The one that looks like, you know, a Tech 9, if you know what I'm talking about. So basically, before OG Fortnite, this thing was really bad. Only did like 11 damage with like, what, a fire rate of roughly 15? I don't actually know. But all I know is that it has a damage of 11, and the bloom is absolutely terrible. So that's why I get to. At 28th place, we have light ammo, and it's only because of the full weapons that use it. So yeah, the SMG, the Tech 9, the TAC SMG as well, the pistol, and yes, even the revolver at the time used light ammo. So yeah, all of those weapons were kind of bad at the time, and every single weapon was better than this. So that's why I ranked too. Next at 27th place is wood, and I know it's easy to find, but it only has 150 health, and that's not even that much. Even though everyone uses wood, I think metal is the best, so that's why wood ranks too. Next at 26th is the jump pad, and yeah, this thing you can only use to like gain height, but you can easily crank 90, so it's kind of a waste. And yes, I get that it saves mats, and I get that it's one of the only movement items in the game, but I honestly do not care who is actually using this and who has the time to anyway. Next at 25th is the TAC SMG, and it's only because it has a DPS of 160, and that's really bad because it's even worse than it was right now, so that's why I get to. Next at 24th, you might be surprised me from this one, but it's the TAC shotgun. Bro, the grey one does 67 damage. Do I even need to say anything? Like, bro, who the hell would use a shotgun that only does 67 damage in grey? No, hell no, not for me. So move on now. I'm really sad to say this, but at 23rd place is the revolver. Well, it's good with like, what, Ninja, Prime Ninja, and then we got Prime, what, Moist Critical, and Prime Me. I mean, I still know how to use this thing, but the thing is, most people don't. It's a high skill, high reward weapon, and that's the problem. I mean, this thing is good, but there's a lot of OP weapons that people would rather use than just the basic revolver, which people don't even know how to use. And it would be unfair to rank a high caliber pistol over like, what, a SCAR or something, which does like 40 damage with a fire rate of roughly 5.5. So it'd be only fair to rank it here. At 22nd place is the bandages, and the only reason why I'm ranking it like this high and not lower is because, like, you know, in chapter 1, really useful, especially when you're trying to heal up in zone. Like when you're trying to get to zone, like you can just use bandages and you have like a crap ton of them, and you can just use them to at least stay alive in zone. Even though they only heal you 15 up to 75, it's still really useful, especially when you need to rotate in, like, you know, out of zone. So yeah, bandages are useful for that. And as an actual healing item, when you need to like actually heal, yeah, they're kind of bad. They take 15 seconds, just heal 75 HP. like not all at once, but like you can heal 15 health for like 3 seconds. And yeah, even though that's kind of bad, it's still good for like, you know, healing out of zone. So that's the only reason why I'm putting bandages ahead of the revolver, which is something I probably would have never done if it weren't for the fact that you can use it out of zone. And at 9th plus 10th place, it's medium ammo. And it's because we have 2 goated weapons that use this, not 3, because the scope DR is mid, 2, because the skull is absolutely broken and you need ammo for that, and the burst was good as well. So that's the only reason why medium ammo gets ahead of bandages, which is kind of crazy. Next at 20th place is brick, and it's because it's mediumly hard to find, but you do get good covering, and you do get roughly, what, 300 HP, and that's kind of good, but it's pretty loud, unlike metal, so that's why brick gets it. At 19th place is the directional pad, which just sends you flying the second you step on it, and this thing is really good for mobility and rotating, because it like sends you in any direction that you run to. So yeah, that thing is pretty good. It's like impulses, but you don't take full damage. Next at 18th are grenades, and the only reason why I'm putting it in here is because you can only get a stack of 6, and even though it does 100 damage and can break builds, I mean that's pretty good, but like still there are 18 other weapons and items that are way better than the grenades as well, even though they are absolutely insane for like destroying builds and doing damage to players. At 17th place is the burst AR, and because this is the OG one, not the OG Fortnite one, then it has way less bloom than it should have. So yeah, that's why it's really good. Let's consider the fact that it's a 3-round burst. I mean, yeah, that's kind of bad because you're never gonna hit that 3rd shot, but still, barely any recoil and barely any bloom, and the fact that you can do 30 damage and basically 90 in one burst is kind of good. So that's why the burst AR gets it. At 16th place is the bolt action sniper rifle, and this thing is a good sniper. Even though it's a mid compared to like lots of snipers in the future, right now in season 0, yeah, this thing's kind of goated. I mean, it does like what, around 120 damage, like a big shot, and also it's really good for long ranges, and that's what a sniper should be. It does everything that a sniper should be. So yeah, that's why it's really solid, and that's why it gets roughly in the middle of the list. At 15th place is the M16 AR, and I'm only putting it way higher than it should be, because first, yeah, it's a jack of all trades but master of none looking assault rifle. Second, it does 35 damage in blue as of season 0, and third, yeah, the bloom is decent and the accuracy is pretty good as well. So that's the only reason why it's here. Next at 14th place is the big pot, and it's only here because it's the only thing that gives you shield. At 13th place it's shotgun shells, and the only reason why I'm putting it here is because the pump uses shotgun shells, and shells are actually really important because we need a shotgun in our loadout. So yeah, and the only way we can use a shotgun is we have shotgun shells, so that's why shotgun shells are way better than like a big pot. And next at 12th place is the medkit, and I'm putting it lower than it should have been because this isn't the chapter 5 version, it's the chapter 1 version, so it's kind of different. It takes 10 seconds to heal 100 HP, and I don't really have time for that. It's kind of a slow white heal, but it's the best one in the loot pool so far, so that's why the medkit's here. Next at 11th place is the damage trap, but this isn't the OG one that we all know. It's like the pre-season one, so it's the blue one that you can only place on floors, and it does 25 less damage than it should, 125. It's still good, but you can't really place it anywhere, so you can't even do that loot plate strat that I came up with in the OG season 2. At 10th place, it's a metal, and it's the best material because even though it's hard to find, it's the quietest material, and that's why some people actually use an FNCS to sneak up on people and kill them. So that's why metal is actually pretty useful. Also, it has 500 HP, so it takes forever to get into people's walls. So yeah, that's why metal's really good, and that's why I've been glazing it every single time I talk about wood and brick. At 9th place, it's rockets, and the only reason why I'm putting it here is because first, the RPG uses it, and second, rocket riding. Okay, at 8th place is the ceiling zapper, and I'm only putting it here because it one-shots players, but you can only put on ceilings though, and that's the only disadvantage. At 7th place is the war dynamo, and it's the same as the ceiling zapper, so it one-shots people, but you can put it on walls, and that's pretty useful, more useful than a freaking ceiling. At 6th place, it's the skull, and I'm only putting it here because first, it does 40 damage with fire at 5.5, and we have to consider the fact that it's as accurate as frick, and it does almost 100 headshot, which is absolutely insane. This is one of the most broken weapons, and since we'll talk about it in Prime, it gets here because it kind of deserves that at this point. At 5th place is the grenade launcher, and I'm only putting it here because like it does 100 damage to players, and it absolutely explodes walls and stuff. Like, this thing's kind of insane, but not insane as the pump, which is at 4th place. And I'm putting the pump at 4th place because it does 230 something to the head in gray, which is absolutely insane. Nothing could beat this. And you could also double pump with it, and you can also make it a sniper because you could use it at very, very long ranges. So that's why the pump is broken, and it's at 4th place. At 3rd place is the RPG, because first you can rocket ride with it. Second, it does like 120 something damage, which is a lot. Third, it has like 1 million structure damage, so it instantly annihilates walls. And fourth, everyone was using it in end games where you can just peek and then just RPG, peek RPG, peek RPG, and then you could just keep on doing that simultaneously. And it was kind of broken when you can have like infinite rocket ammo, and it was just so fun. Like, I love the RPG, but it could have been the best. But there's 2 other weapons and items that are way, way better than the RPG, and they were only in the game for half an hour. And one of those items are the energy cells at 2nd place. And the only reason why the energy cells are at 2nd place is because they're the like fuel and ammo to the Zapatron, which is at 1st place. This figure's insane because it does 150 to the body and 375 to the head. Like, it's a freaking laser, and it's just so accurate and so good. You can easily clip, but since it's the OG one, then there's nothing that I can really say. I mean, even though it's like really, really good, it was only in the game for like 30 minutes, or apparently 4 days according to this video from like 6-7 years ago, no pun intended. But still, the Zapatron is great, and I love it. Oh yeah, chat, I almost forgot to mention the pickaxe, which I don't even know where I put it, but probably lost place because it's just a pickaxe that does only 11 damage, so yeah. And yeah, that's the video. Hope you enjoyed my first ever video of DFN. Yeah, I know, still a weird name, but I honestly do not care. Anyways, make sure to like and subscribe. I only have 9 subscribers as of recording this, and I really want to go big on my 2nd channel. Maybe even might be better than my 1st, but that doesn't really matter. All I want you to do is just like and subscribe. Road to 100 by the end of the year, and goodbye.